Okay, it's Monday evening. It's now probably 2 AM Tuesday morning. On my app now, I'm a bit messed up at the minute on the hours and having a bit of a late night. A lot of late nights. But no, I was down at the co-op this evening, Monday evening, getting some bread, milk and that, and a little book library. I see another book for another village. Didn't bother taking that, but then I see this one for Soham. At the time of the abolition, an improving town, the buildings of Soham, 1792 to 1807, by Matt Dowdy. And an old picture of the church, which you have seen in my videos many times if you've watched before. Yeah, £4.50. I don't know if that's raising money for these groups at the bottom, the church and the college. But yeah, I was just having a flick through it, just showing pictures of the, let's say, buildings of the time, maps of the time, existing buildings, what are there now, what were built in the time, which is quite a few. From down at the Duck Pond, the little cottage near where I normally video at the river, Duck Pond, the kebab shop at the memorial, which was once upon a time the Milky Way Cafe, but it's been there many, many years, like a couple of centuries. Yeah, the old Bushel pub, yeah, loads. I've just sat here, had a little flick through. Definitely well worth a look. And it's a bit hard on my eyes with the print with this light, so I didn't actually read any of it. So I need a good reading light with my, I've got my reading glasses on, but yeah, I need a better light really. But yeah, great. As I say, just one of these great little books among many what I've come across in the time of this little community bookshelf at the co-op. Right, I'm at my local co-op, just inside before you go in the main supermarket. This little bookshelf, like some community thing where you can drop off your old books, DVDs, VHS videotapes, even music CDs. Had a few nice books off here and several DVDs. Just seeing that Horrid Henry's Underpants. So children's books for all ages here really. Someone's left the whole bag full here. There's stuff here in the box. Oh, Monday didn't turn out so bad, even though it was very wet. I'm glad I went out now. I decided to buy this £5 scratch card, and £5, £5, £5, £5, plus a double triple of £10, so £30. A nice £50 for my Sunday £5 investment. Nice little gamble, thankfully. Yeah, what a result. Yeah, Monday evening, and decided to come sit in the living room. I had to put the light on in there, so I'm in total darkness, so I ain't got a remote to switch the light. And I ain't in my chair, so yeah, set the projector up there, cleared a load of pops off the shelf what's normally up on there, piled up the wall. So yeah, got the screen set up. I thought I'd just sit and watch a DVD through my projector this evening. I was going to sit here. I got some new books and some interesting paperwork from the book library when I went up to the co-op earlier. I was going to sit and video those, but I can't really do that in the dark. Anyway, I'll do that later. That's like a little project I was going to point out about some books I've collected from the local book library and other books I've got in my collection. Anyway, get on with this. Catch you soon. That's a pretty good picture, really. Awesome album cover. Yeah, that'd make a nice poster. That size on the wall or bigger. Electric TV. Okay, this goes out to Andy the gardener at G-Cross. Yeah, this is one of the charts I found at the local bookshelf. It folds out, it's from the Mail on Sunday. On this side of it is the Birds of Prey guide to, and on the other side is more common birds, which I thought would be really nice for what you was talking about with Tom and Lydia about making a chart sort of stand thing on display for the children to look at so they can see what birds to look out for. Thing is, this is double-sided, so I was thinking maybe, if it's any good, maybe if you could get some big sheets of Perspex with some UV protection screen stuff, just to seal it up between the two bits of Perspex and have that on display so you have to walk around it. But that's just so beautiful, all the different birds. I'll just pause up so I can show you the other side. Okay, so yeah, it's, the guide to the garden birds, which here's your favourite, your ones you've been talking about a lot recently, the little blue tits, robin redbreast. Is that king? No, that ain't a kingfisher. Look like kingfisher. Woodpeckers, wren. Yeah, wonderful little chart. I see these. I see the bundle, and this, when I went to look through it, this was the first one I see. And to be honest with you, I thought of you straight away, Andy, where you was talking about this, doing something like this for a display. And I don't know if that'll be any good to you, and I'm wondering if I could maybe get it scanned and printed to perhaps a smaller size, maybe, and then separate, you know, so on like both sides of the paper on separate sheets. And there's another sheet here for the trees and plants. Yeah, this one isn't so big. This is more like 4 A4 pages. So this would be a little bit easier to scan out and get reprinted, because on this side is your Guide to British Wildflowers, and on the other side is the trees, which I'm going to pause at this time. Flick over. And yeah, the Guide to British Trees. So I was thinking, Andy, I'll try and get these scanned out, and I want to have a flick through them. If I can't get them scanned, I think I'm just going to take pictures of them 2 pages of each individual section, and then I'll work on getting them reprinted. And these ones I think I'll send via Tom's PO box to you, so you can check them out, and if they're any good to you, good. If not, well, you know, if you don't want them, just mention in the comments if you see the thing before I send them, and I won't bother. But if they are any good, no trouble. I'll be glad to send them to you, mate. So I say, I see them, and to be honest with you, I see them and thought of you, and thought of Elfish Trail. Oh, this is quite a mad one. The Daily Mail, the solar system. On the other side, the stars over Britain. Right, there's this, the world map. Map of the world. All the flags below. Now there's nothing on the other side of this one. There's another 2 maps. Have a quick look at those, see if they're the same or not. Yeah, so one of the other maps, Daily Mail, the whole of UK, England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland. And on the other side, yeah, the other side is a map of the British Isles in 1884. And I think the 3rd map was the same as the 1st map of the world. That's what I had written on it. I didn't open it fully, but it had the same title as the other at the bottom with the world. But yeah, that was a lovely little find at the bookstore, a little bookshelf at the local co-op. And also I picked up this book, paperback. Whether I'll ever get round to reading it, I've got several books there I want to read. Yeah, so I've got a mixture of books here in my collection. Some from the local book library where I got the charts from, and there's a mixture. There's some what I think belong to me ex-missus, like the Herb Garden, Month to Month, Easy Garden, the Vegetable Herb Expert, mixture of gardening books. I thought there was one I brought what was actually about rhubarb, because I was growing Victoria rhubarb for a few years. Those 4 books from the book library about the Vietnam War, is a series of them. I managed to get 4 of the series. Militaria collecting print and manuscripts, and the Book of Shooting for Sport and Skill. I think that was actually from the little bookshelf. So many books come passing through there regularly. Robert Harris and Fatherland, the book on the Civil War, American Civil War. I think there's one about tanks and one about Spitfires and Hurricanes. I've got the Book of the Dead over there, a little copy of. But I had a book of Ripley's Believe It or Not, and I thought that was in amongst these lot, and it ain't. And the book on the Burma Railroad, which I mentioned in Mayor's comments on your book review, last book review, about my nana's brother who served. He was in India and they run out of ammunition or something. The supply line got cut. The Japanese overrun them. They surrendered. They end up on the Burma Railroad, where he died from malaria or something like that at age 23, working the railroad. Yeah. So yeah, that's my book collection, or part of it. Like I say, there's a few more scattered about somewhere I still need to find. Anyway, if you're liking my videos and stuff, please like and subscribe. And comments welcome. Thank you. Harley Davidson. Nice Ducati. Check out the exhaust system on the old Ducati and that, and the new Ducati. Beast. Fucking flies. Death trap. Sweet. Fucking how fat that tyre, that back wheel is. Fucking Fat. Fat with a PH. Sweet. Couple more nice bikes. How about that for a fat fucker? See the flames on it from the distance and I thought that was Brian's. But in, that is a fucker. Wow. Nice. That is fucking well sweet. That is amazing.